This is a quick demonstration of Xima CCaaS with Microsoft Teams integration. This integration works with direct routing, Operator Connect, or can connect Microsoft Teams and other phone systems through Xima CCaaS. So you don't actually have to be using Microsoft Teams direct routing or Microsoft Teams phone system. You could be using other phone systems, whether it's an on-prem system like Avaya, Mitel, Cisco, or a cloud-based system like RingCentral, NetSapiens, Metaswitch, 3CX. It really works with any phone system. Now, the first part of Xima's Contact Center Integration, or CCaaS, is an app that's available within the apps gallery that has single sign-on. So when you log into Microsoft Teams and click on the Xima icon, it automatically logs you in to the contact center. And here you can see that contact center or agent client lives within Microsoft Teams. This is using an iframe, but it also has a little desktop client that runs down here in the system tool tray, and I'll explain why that is. Now, the great thing about our integration is bi-directional presence. Agents can make themselves unavailable here with inside of Teams. That will also send a status update to Microsoft. And vice versa. I can update my Microsoft Teams presence, and that'll push to the contact center. Let me go ahead and go in a Do Not Disturb state here and select Webinar Demo as my reason code. And you'll notice up here, inside of Teams, it is showing everyone that's using Teams for presence that I am unavailable. Now, for that single sign-on and shared presence, they must be using the same email address with their agent ID as well within Microsoft. But I make myself available. That's going to update my state over here within Microsoft Teams as well. If I get on a call, that will update in both locations. So I'll go ahead and place a call into the queue. And here that call is being presented to me. And I can go ahead and answer that within my Teams client. You'll notice here I'm on that call. And I can put that call on hold, I can transfer it, I can pause the recording. But up here inside of Teams, that is showing everyone inside of Teams that I'm in a call. Now within the supervisor view, here you can see that John is on Do Not Disturb and my WebRTC agent is on a call. You have that call monitoring capability so you can listen in, whisper, or barge in on the agent's call. And the agent will receive those notifications within their Teams client. When they hang up, they can enter their notes and account codes. And with inside of Teams, it will keep them in that in a call state until they're done with their wrap-up time. You can set that time to whatever time it is you want. You can allow agents to request more time, or they can finish up that time and say they're done, and it makes them available with inside of Teams. Okay. If I change the state with inside of Teams in that supervisor view, you'll see it will log those states as well. So here I can see that my WebRTC agent is away from a reason code with inside of Teams, and it makes my phone icon available. We decided to still allow agents to allow and accept emails, SMS, and web chats when they're in those different away states. And that will track all the different states. So if I switch to a Be Right Back state, that's going to switch to Be Right Back within the contact center. Okay. Now, again, within this agent interface, you can allow agents not just to receive calls, but as well as web chat, SMS, and emails. Let's go ahead and send in an SMS. There goes my SMS. It's going to come into the queue here, and it's going to present over to me as an agent. Here it comes. And there you can see that SMS is waiting, and it's being presented to me inside of Teams. You have the ability to load up to a year of this customer's history. So you can see the different past messages and who they've chatted with within the contact center. And they want to see a demo of that solution. I could say, sure thing, win. I can select from templates if I'm constantly sending the different messages, and that same process applies to web chats. So if you want to chat with a customer, we could throw a web chat icon on your website that routes calls or chats to the agent. Let me go ahead and present a web chat. And here comes that web chat. Looks very similar to the SMS. You can allow agents to handle multiple channels and you get to determine that. And here I can auto respond to that person. If I want to see what they chatted about previously, I can see that. And maybe I want to be like, is John available? You can transfer these chats, just like phone calls and SMSs, to available agents or to different queues. And it's going to track all those details in cradle to grave. So if I were to end these communications, go back here to my supervisor view, cradle to grave, you have all those different interactions from phone calls to web chats to emails to SMSs. You can see everything that happened on those different communications, how long they waited on the website or how long they waited in the SMS queue. If you want to see that current transcript for that message, you can see that. If you want to look at a customer's full history, you can use the filter tool to look for really any criteria that you want. On the right, you want to access your recordings. You have your
You'll
recordings.
notice
You have over 40 different standard reports reporting on a little bit of everything throughout the system. If I want to look at an agent performance summary of who's answering calls and chats and SMS and emails, I can see that. If I want to look at their different reason codes or states within Teams or the contact center, I can see that as well. Okay, that's just a quick high-level overview of Xima's integration with Microsoft Teams and our Cloud Contact Center. If you want to see a more in-depth demo, please schedule time with Xima Sales or visit our website at www.ximasoftware.com. Thanks for watching.